I've never seen anything like this. Lambert St. Louis International Airport is closed.
The glass busted behind me. There was a lady that didn't make it behind me, and I asked what happened to her, and they said like she was completely cut up.
A view of the damage from inside the airport, how much work still needs to be done, and the prognosis for when planes will be taking off again.
This is a very, very strong and intense tornado that came through this area.
The cleanup, the board up continues in Bridgeton. The debris from the tornado everywhere.
This hard-hit Berkeley neighborhood is counting its blessings, while residents say God was watching over them.
Would you like to help the tornado victims? We're going to give you an easy way to do that, and all you have to do is pick up the phone.
First on Fox, a powerful, intense tornado rips through the St. Louis area, destroying homes and businesses. While injuries are reported, there are no fatalities. The storm caused major damage to parts of Lambert Airport. Shattered glass, gaping holes in parts of the roof, and twisted metal closed the airport for hours, but it is now open for some flights tonight.
Way to get out. Live team coverage with Fox News' Jeff Bernthal. Jeff, hard to believe planes are landing at Lambert tonight.
Have to say hats off to the workers here who have been at it nonstop. Take a look at what's happening right now. They are boarding up the broken windows. Millions of dollars worth of damage done here at Lambert Airport. But tonight we just saw something very promising. For the first time since the powerful tornado hit the airport, we saw a plane landing. Fox 2's Rocky Madden is standing by live in Bridgeton in one of the hardest hit communities so far. Rocky.
Hey, Jeff, this is an example of one of the homes hard hit, very severely damaged here in Bridgeton. You can see they put plastic tarp over the front of the home to cover that gaping hole. They spent the day covering the entire roof with tarp because of big holes.
So that may have been what prompted this whole thing. He was wanted there. You see the police out, guns drawn, surrounding the car now, and breaking the window, as you can see. You're watching this live from Bommarito Automotive Skyfox on Fox 2. They broke the window, and now they're bringing him out.
Here's that blow up when I question council members' pay.
Put that on your television. Now you're going to keep on around, and you're going to get your feelings hurt, mister.
Is there anything else you have to say?
You. Did you hear that?
I heard that.
All right.
Is that the answer for taxpayers as well?
You, Mr. Elliott Davis.
Thank you, Councilman.
What exactly are you doing here, Mr. Robinson? Are you trying to prove that you're a legitimate treasurer employee? Because I'm not sure this is doing the trick. We've seen you out here 4 days, sitting in a handicapped spot, reading a newspaper. What's going on?
You can't say much more than those three words, the guilty, guilty, guilty.
The right verdict was rendered. He killed him.
Now the whole world knows. Now everybody knows what the truth is.
It was May 5th, 2009, when Sherry, 11-year-old Garrett, and 9-year-old Gavin were strangled while sleeping in the safety of their home. Safe, that is, from everyone except...
Chris, are you guilty?
Chris, do you have any comment?
Their own father, Chris Coleman, accused of doing the unthinkable. Tonight, how police knew from the start they had their man. The evidence you haven't heard that proved it. And for the first time, you're going to hear exclusively from Sherry's friends and what they want to say to Chris Coleman. But we begin with Fox Files investigator Chris Hayes, the only TV reporter who covered this case every second.
Chris Coleman and his mistress Tara Lentz shared hundreds of photos and videos. Only several made it to jurors. Coleman laughed on one video, saying, "Who knows where this might go?" Only Fox 2 captured Sherry Coleman's mom in a daze after hearing it. She watched from the second floor of the courthouse, overwhelmed, as citizens cheered the guilty verdict. Fox 2 then shot this exclusive video of Sherry's family escorting mom out a side door and away from the crowd. It began raining, as if the sky was reminding citizens that nothing can take away from the sadness of losing a mother and her two children.
Chris, when you close your eyes at night, may you remember how you brutally killed your family. And when you open your eyes in the morning, may you remember the smiling faces of your beautiful wife and two sons and how much they loved and adored you so much. In fact, they loved you so much that they died trying to keep their family together.
Megan, Kathy, thank you both for being here.
This is a special presentation of Fox 2 News and News 11.
And good afternoon, everyone. We are simulcasting now on Fox 2 and KPLR News 11, bringing you up to date on the latest information of a missing child from the Afton area that now appears that there has been a child's body found near the River Des Peres.
All right, we're going now to where the body was apparently discovered.
As the child's babysitter, what went through your mind as someone who knew Tyler?
I automatically thought he was gone, like he's dead. That's the first thing you think of whenever someone comes up missing, especially a 1-year-old child. You know, it's not like they just ran away.
In high definition, this is Fox 2 News.
The frantic search for a missing 1-year-old boy.
A small child has been found deceased in the wooded area behind us here.
He's just an innocent little boy.
Tonight, live team coverage of all the late-breaking developments.
It's a heart-wrenching story. My co-anchor Mandy Murphy joins us live from the scene in Afton. Mandy.
Tom, it has been a heartbreaking day here in Afton. We're live. Right behind us is the home where little Tyler Dasher was put to bed last night and was taken from his home sometime overnight before his mom went to look in on him this morning and found that her 1-year-old son had disappeared. I can tell you there is a search going on right now in this neighborhood for any clues as to who took this child.
An arrest this morning in the tragic death of an Afton toddler.
1-year-old Tyler Dasher's body found near the River Des Peres, just a mile from his home. We have live team coverage for you this morning. Fox 2's Kim Hudson is joining us live from the family's home. We also have Chris Renier. He's live at county headquarters with more on that arrest.
I don't believe it. I really don't. I honestly, there's no way Shelby could have done anything to harm that baby.
This was the scene Sunday night into Monday morning at the Hanson's Green Waste Recycling Facility near Arnold. Fire engulfing much of a massive compost pile at the center. This was what it looked like when the sun came up.
The St. Louis Police Department, the City of St. Louis, and the Occupy St. Louis protesters are all to be congratulated. They all acted like grown-ups late Friday night and early Saturday morning.
It was an unexpected day of cleanup for city crews. Graffiti-covered buildings, the reservoir wall, and a statue in the park that's nearly a century old. Most believe it all goes back to last weekend when a clash in this park between demonstrators from the Occupy movement and police led to a pair of injuries and several arrests.
The clip starts with 2 students involved in what seems to be horseplay, but it escalates. One boy shouts a sexual vulgarity with the other boy's head in his lap.
500, down 50, he's a better one. Exotic animals raised by hand to be shot for sport behind high fences.
I want you off our property.
Shooting arenas with animals so tame we can approach them and they show no fear.
Can you talk to us about the auction?
No.
Tonight, the Fox Files investigates how animals are sold, shipped, and shot in Missouri, including the puppy business you've not heard about.
A bright September morning turns into one of America's darkest days.
The World Trade Center, tower number 1, is on fire.
All you saw was the plane hitting.
St. Louisans are there. Some victims.
That was just the World Trade Center when it was bombed.
The top floors collapsed down.
Others volunteered.
It's changing.
And the fireman held my hand and he said, I got you.
It's an experience of a lifetime.
The stories we can't forget.
It's really unfortunate that it takes disaster for Americans to be awakened to the threat of terrorism.
This is a Fox 2 special report. Remembering 9/11 10 years later.
The staggering rubble, the grieving families, the heroes. No story could be more profound than this. Or so I thought while covering the Oklahoma City bombing. Now it is 6 years later and we've been driving 18 hours. Through the window of our news car, we see an ominous sight growing larger on the horizon. It is September 12th, 2001, and we are entering New York City.
Want a candle? Help yourself.
We arrived in Manhattan to find a city at the edge of perdition, choking on a cloud of acrid smoke and drowning in tears. The city that doesn't sleep was sleepwalking.
I saw how powerful a statement, 1,000 American flags can make.
That inspiration gave Rick Randall and supporters the idea to have 3,000 flags placed at Art Hill at Forest Park, all of them a symbol of remembrance for the lives lost 10 years ago on 9/11.
Tonight, new information reveals for the first time just how unprepared Lambert International Airport was for the Good Friday tornado.
I don't know what's happening here. The plane just moved though. I knew it was a tornado.
And I heard shouting of a few people crying.
Why passengers, ground workers, and those sitting on planes should never have been put in harm's way.
They fed us to the wolves. The airport has to be accountable.
To say that our evacuation or that our readiness was ineffective, I don't think is a fair statement.
A Fox 2 investigation into terror in the terminal.
And welcome to the special investigation. I'm Fox 2 meteorologist Chris Higgins. Lambert International Airport sat squarely in the Good Friday tornado path. Now a new report from NOAA and the National Weather Service raises serious questions about the moments before the tornado hit. Critics say poor planning, poor execution, and poor communications could easily have cost countless lives.
Homes and businesses like this grocery store here, they got sandbags at the front doors to keep the water out. Right now it's working. Over here, their parking lot is just covered with water. And then beyond there, a couple of homes surrounded. If you go down this road back here, you'll find lots of homes surrounded by water, not underwater. They sit on like islands of land. The water hasn't got into them yet.
Rocky, here in Metropolis, Illinois, the Ohio River flooded, and when they expected the actual level of the water to go down last night, the river actually raised about 6 to 8 inches. It is above the 50-foot mark right now.
The Mississippi River is now carving a new path tonight, straight through some of the richest and most valuable farmland in Missouri. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers deliberately blew a hole in the Birds Point levee last night to protect the town of Cairo, Illinois, upriver.
That's how the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers broke the Birds Point levee last night to send millions of gallons of floodwater into farmland.
Many motorcyclists have enjoyed their hair blowing in the wind on a hot day. Jacob Southard enjoys, well, almost everything blowing in the wind.
What are we doing here? Beating the heat. We're hanging out with the captains of Deadliest Catch, going to be at the Two Hill Performing Arts Center tonight. You can go check them out. Jonathan, Andy, Sig joining me. So this is as rough as it gets. I just go like this and it's like I'm on a boat, right? Wow, big, yeah. Big, oh, no, okay. No, yeah, no, okay. All right, bring it. Come on. Safe.
Home run.
Yeah! That's how we roll right there.
World Series fever is in high gear. Game 1 starts in just a couple of hours, and you will only see it right here on Fox 2. So keep it right here for all of your pregame coverage and the game itself.
That's right. We're live at the official Fox 2 viewing party at Mike Shannon's downtown. We've got live team coverage inside Busch Stadium, outside Busch Stadium, at Ballpark Village. We even have Sky Fox up over the stadium to bring you a bird's eye view of everything going on.
And a shot to left center. Get on, baby. Get on. It is down. It goes to the wall. One run in. Here comes Berkman. He scores, and this game is tied. Swing and a high drive to center field. Get up, baby. Get up, baby. Get up.
champs in 2011.
Fox 2 is ready to bring it to you as you sit back and enjoy. Welcome in to this special Red Zone. Martin Kilcoyne, Mandy Murphy, Tom O'Neill alongside. Just as we predicted a month ago, we would be having a parade
No doubt
down
about
market.
it.
Never a doubt.
David, is this better than anything you could possibly expect it?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I didn't understand how big this thing is, but man, this is awesome.
These kind of talks, there's always ups and downs, and as you could imagine, something of this length, these dollars, things get tense.
I was very disappointed.
Fans are upset. Some clearly feel Albert sold out.
I was bummed because he was a St. Louis icon and he's leaving us.
Our other big story today, a parade and party in St. Louis over the weekend for a Cardinals World Series win.
Then this morning, an unexpected announcement from skipper Tony La Russa. He's retiring after 16 seasons with the Cardinals.
I think this just feels like it's time to end it, and I think it's going to be great for the Cardinals to refresh what's going on here at the field manager job.
I believe it helps define the Cardinal way.
41-year-old Mike Matheny talks with me from the Cardinals locker room the day after being introduced as the new manager of the Cardinals. Has all of this even sunk in yet?
No, I don't think so. I think it's still seems a little surreal.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rickey. I'm certainly delighted with my contract.
There's a new home run champion of all time, and it's Henry Aaron.
I just don't see as many American blacks playing baseball like they did a few years ago.
I'm sad to sit here and say that it's no longer America's sport.
Fox 2 presents The Color of Baseball.
And this season, just 8% of African Americans make up big league rosters. So what are the reasons for those declining numbers?
I don't know what it is. I know they care about the game as much as I think I cared about it.
Part of it's economics, I think. You know, and back then, you know, baseball was a way to make a living for an extended period of time.
I know that I can get high again. I can do that really easily. I don't know if I can keep getting sober again. And that's the thing that scares me.
I know my kid will die because of this.
This drug can kill you the very first time you use it, and it can kill you anytime thereafter. At any given point, you know, there's no rhyme or reason. And it's frightening to me that the kids today aren't afraid of that at all.
You know, I thought that I was going to be done with it, I was going to be over with it, and you know, it only takes one time.
Tonight, the ravaging effects of heroin and meth across the St. Louis area. Lives lost, families torn apart, faces deteriorating before your eyes. Sobering new information on how the heroin and meth epidemic has grown in just the last year. Ask any police officer on the streets of our area tonight what the biggest drug problem in the area is, and they'll answer quickly: heroin. We've been telling you for months about the numbers, but what you likely haven't seen is what this drug can do to a family. We begin tonight with Fox 2's George Sells, who shows us the fallout of a 14-year-old cheerleader who became a 17-year-old addict.
Her name is Carly, and this is the story of how she got from here.
I didn't want to miss out, you know.
To here, and eventually to here.
It's a miracle you're alive right now. Mm-hmm. How hard is this for you to just stay clean and know how far you've come?
Staying clean is not always the hardest thing. The hardest thing is hearing stories about other people stuck in the addiction process themselves and not feeling like there's any hope on the other side.
Along with team coverage of flooding here at home and the water flowing through the Midwest, Fox 2's Kurt LaBelle begins our coverage live in Rainsville, Alabama. And Kurt, that city has all but been wiped off the map.
Tom, a tornado touched down here in Rainsville last night, leaving so far a confirmed 36 dead and over 200 injured. Now captured from an eyewitness after this happened and the storm moved off to the northeast. The damage is staggering. The Civic Center full of holes and looks like it's falling over. Cars tossed around like tennis balls. A semi-truck overturned and ripped open.
Everywhere you look in the heart of Joplin, there is damage. House after house destroyed. The high school took a direct hit, and patients at St. John's Hospital screamed for help as debris went flying through the hallways. One patient was even blown out of a window.
Hearing, seeing it all is enough to make you cry and give thanks that this tragedy did not somehow find its way to you.
Fox 2 and KPLR 11 present Gateway Stormfest.
It's happened before. I can guarantee you it's going to happen again.
And weeks later, it did. Metro St. Louis hit by a tornado.
The tornado itself, we didn't hear. We felt it.
Major destruction in Bridgeton, St. Anne, even Lambert International Airport.
Kind of a roar.
And then weeks later, a monster twister kills 158 in Joplin. Tonight, new warnings from the National Weather Service.
If the public doesn't get it and use it right, we've kind of wasted our time.
Changes in the warning systems, what you need to know when you're not home, where to go at the mall, in your car, even a restaurant, and why nobody died in St. Louis when over 500 died nationwide in tornado outbreaks. Stormfest 2012 starts now. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us and welcome to Gateway Stormfest 2012. What a year it has been since our first Stormfest nearly 1 year ago. Across the nation, nearly 1,700 confirmed tornadoes touched down. One right here in St. Louis, leveled homes and caused big-time damage at Lambert Airport, yet no one died.
Fox 2 and the Salvation Army are here to help victims from Friday's storms. All day long, our phone lines have been open, accepting donations to the Salvation Army. Fox 2's Tom O'Neill is live in the call center now with a look at how it's going. Tom.
Yeah, it's going very well, Sandy. In fact, we've got volunteers now on the phone bank from U.S. Bank and Coldwell Banker, and I am told that the total, this thing started up about 5 a.m. this morning, the total right now is almost $65,000.
What's inside this vault and a state bank account could change your life.
1 in 10 Missourians have it.
Unclaimed money and property. It could be yours.
I opened no other one up and it was a check for $25,000.
Tonight, how you can see if you have money waiting, how some of you have already cashed in, and what else is inside the state vaults.
I'm thankful for someone looking out for me on money that I should have received at some point earlier.
Good evening. This could be your Christmas in November. Over the next half hour, Fox 2 is teaming up with the Missouri State Treasurer's Office trying to return money that is rightfully yours, money you may not even know you have sitting around. It is all called unclaimed property.
Tawana Payne filed her taxes over a month ago. Still, no refund check. The office where she filed is closed.
I'm just sitting here waiting.
I've left several messages for the owner of Moneco USA. We've not received a response yet.
They've been off now because we needed to shoot more episodes, and it starts again this Saturday, March 31st. And so I was here to surprise them because we've actually never met.
Did.
Yeah,
that's right.
We've actually never met.
Wow, guys, what a wild night for country music. Scotty McCreery didn't waste any time swinging for the fence when he opened the show with Gone.
What was it like when your name was called? I mean,
oh my goodness, it was such it was so wild. I mean, so many emotions running through my head at once.
Tucked away in a quiet, nondescript St. Louis suburb lives a music legend, a rock and roll Hall of Famer, a 5-time Grammy Award winner, and the lead singer of this iconic song. Say hello to St. Louisan Dennis Edwards.
It was the best thing I ever done.
You gotta lift this leg up.
Oh!
There this whole butt right here.
Exactly.
So you go from, you don't let the knee go past the other knee. So you gotta go here.
I got it, okay.
See that? Look at the heel.
I see that.
Try
it, Tim. Come on now.
Get down. Come on now. Lift it up now. Up. There you go. There we go. Yeah. Oh,
that's
nice, right there.
Look.
That's nice.
Still
look, we got movement.
We got movement.
We got movement here.
Get out, Kardashians.
Sky Fox caught this couple in a hot air balloon in a marriage proposal.
What did she say? I can't hear her.
I don't know, but we're dying to know. Josh got on one knee, Angela said yes, then Sky Fox showed up.
An almost 4-year recruiting process came to an end Wednesday morning when Dorial Green Beckham, the #1 ranked high school senior in the country, put a Mizzou hat on his head.
There's making the list.
Are you on the list?
And then there is making the list.
We made it. We made the list. Isn't that awesome?
On page 98, in the middle of the page, there it was.
Woke up this morning and I'm like, it's here. Today is here, and this is going to be a wonderful day for St. Louis. It's a history-making day.
Thank you is rather easy to say.
Fox 2 is thrilled once again to be teaming up with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital to bring you a dream home.
Fox 2's Tom O'Neill has a special connection to the society, and he is live in Forest Park tonight with a preview of the annual Light the Night Walk. Tom?
Yeah, Mandy, you're looking at the lower Muni parking lot. People already filing in 2 hours before the walk. This is nothing to what you're going to see later. There's going to be some 7,000 people here to light the night. Here is the heartbeat of this operation, the balloons, the illuminated balloons that they're going to carry through the park, the red ones for supporters, white ones for survivors.
The Taste of St. Louis kicked off today at Soldiers Memorial at 12th and Market. 45 restaurants on Sauce Magazine's Restaurant Row will offer samples. There's also a master chef competition, children's activities, and live music on the Peabody Opera House main stage. It's the annual Mayor's Ball, and Fox 2 is once again a proud sponsor. Our Elliot Weiler is in the rotunda at City Hall, and Elliot, has the party kicked off?
Well, the party has just kicked off, Sandy, officially at 6 o'clock, the Mayor's Ball. And this is a spectacular night, a great, great event that kicks off such a fun weekend for St. Louis as people really from around the world stop by here for the big Mardi Gras weekend.
You know, everybody should have a full table on Thanksgiving.
And we once again are trying to make that a reality for you this year. The Fox 2 food drive is underway, and Tim Ezell is on site with a very special friend this morning, Tim.
That's right, guys. So when you go shopping, how do you pick a turkey? How do you pick a turkey?
Thump it.
Thump it?
I don't know. I've never done it.
You thump it, really?
I've never done it. I don't know.
Just pick a turkey right here. Pick it just like that.
The Children's Charity celebrates its 45th annual Dinner with the Stars. My co-anchor, Fox 2's Shirley Washington, there tonight with the festivities. Shirley, looks like a good time.
Oh, Elliot, the banquet is over, but the after party is still going strong. You talk about a star-studded night. The stars are definitely shining, casting a bright light for children with disabilities.
Yeah, John, this takes a lot of preparation, and a lot of folks are bringing their balloons in. As the sun comes up, you'll be able to see a lot more of this. And as you mentioned, this has been going on in St. Louis for decades. You know the movie Around the World in 80 Days. This is going to be around St. Louis in a couple of days.
Well, how would you like to see singer Patti LaBelle while also helping a great charity? Fox News' Angie Mock is in our call center this morning with how you can score some tickets. Sounds pretty good, Angie.
Absolutely. Now that event is sold out, but we definitely have an idea for you folks this morning. If you are going to be donating, you could possibly land yourself some tickets to that great black tie gala. Joining us this morning is Brian Roy with Variety this morning to tell us a little bit about what Variety does. Good morning.
Here's the deal. We're on top of the huge Salvation Army kettle. Inside is the golden kettle that I held for years.
That I won last year.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's open underneath this slot up top.
Okay.
We're going to try to throw some candy canes. They have to go in here, and whoever gets the most in the kettle. Okay. Are you ready? Hang on, sugar plum fairies. On your mark, get set, go! Oh man!
All right, just cut them off. Just cut them off.
Yeah.
Woo!
How we feel, sugar plum fairies? Y'all good?
You didn't even go past the card.
It turned out
always cheat.
I did not cheat.
He didn't go past the card. No, you did not. Instant replay.
Rampage, I don't know. I thought we had them.
Well, we weren't supposed to come to here.
We'd have cheated out of one.